All right, we'll give it a minute, see if anybody pops in here. So, all right, folks, welcome to another episode of the Abundant Will podcast. I know it's been a couple weeks since last time I did an episode, but I've been fairly busy lately. I actually um, went back to work, started working again. So that's good. Um, that was going really good for the first couple days. And then I had experienced something that I didn't even I didn't know anything about it, and I hadn't heard of it before, but I apparently it's pretty common. With all the surgeries that I've had, I would have thought that maybe I would have heard something about it. But anyway, I think it was like last week, Thursday or Friday, I went to work and like I don't know, it just like it felt weird on my like feet, like my socks, like I don't know, it felt weird. And then like where my scar is right here, it's like on my like waistline. That anytime like I would touch it, it would just like shoot pain, but I couldn't really kind of like figure out what it was. So I mean, I just kept kind of going throughout the day, and then I got home from work and got in the shower, and like I couldn't even like stand in the shower and like let the water hit my feet. It hurt so bad, and like even like the water hitting my waist, it hurt so bad. So I was like trying to um like think of how I could describe the pain, because I just wanted to like message the doctors and, just ask them. I mean, I don't know what this is. I haven't felt anything like this thus far. So I just kind of wanted to figure out what was going on. And I was talking to Jill, and I was like, it just, it feels, it felt like a like a third degree burn, and if anything touched it, it was just like shooting pain. And Jill was like, sounds like neuropathy. And I'm like, neuropathy, what's neuropathy? Well, apparently it's I guess a lot of like mothers who have c-sections get it and stuff like that, but it's basically from just surgery and being cut open, that your nerves are damaged. So I guess you feel like it's a burning sensation there. So yeah, I had to kind of come to grips with that and see what that was about. I missed a couple days of work just because, I mean, I wanted to figure out what was going on before I went back to work, and I don't know, maybe hurt myself more. I didn't know. So until I got a hold of the doctors, and then they said, yeah, it's neuropathy, and we could put you on this medication and this other medication. And I was looking into them, and it's like uh it's basically like it blocks whatever pain receptors or whatever in your brain. But it like the side effects are like mood changes, behavioral changes. It's not very good for your liver or kidneys either. So I I decided I'll just deal with it. I'll just deal with the pain. And I guess like one of the anti-rejection medications that they give you can like amplify it or something. So they took that down a little bit. And I mean, for the most part, it's 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 all right. I could deal with it. I mean, I still like sometimes if I turn the right way or hit something the right way, it's like a shooting like bad pain. But other than that, it's okay. Something I could deal with. I'd just rather deal with that than all the other stuff, and I just don't want to risk anything as far as the liver, the kidneys, or anything like that. So yeah, and so that's where I'm at. I mean, so far everything is good. All I have to do is just basically go in like every 2 weeks, just go and get my blood work done just to make sure that everything's on the up and up. And as like time progresses, that'll move. It'll be like right now it's 2 weeks. I'm sure next time it'll be like once a month and then once every 3 months and so on and so on. But yes, back to work. Um, Everything is going good and great with the transplant, and Jill's doing good, and we're we're doing pretty good, man. And I'm uh, very grateful. And man, I just had a thought, and I can't remember what it is now. I was gonna say um something about the hospital. All right. Well, oh, yeah, that's what I was going to mention. So, yeah, this week is the last week of high school for my daughter. I can't believe that, dude. That is crazy. I'm going to have a high school graduate in the house. That's just wild. But I just want to say I'm very, very proud of her. I love her to death, and I hope this week is I just hope she has a great last week. So shout out to Boo for graduating high school. All right, well, let's get into it, folks. So this episode I just kind of wanted to talk a little bit about, I kind of wanted to just like take a step back and just kind of start off a little simple, because I mean I'm kind of like shooting in the dark here, because I don't know where anybody's at really, as far as anybody who's following along or anything like that. So I mean, if you guys want to, I'd appreciate it. Just let me know where you're at, if you're trying this, if not, or whatever. But let me know something if possible. And I also wanted to say, over the last 2 weeks, I got uh, I don't know, maybe like 15 more subscribers. So thanks for that. I appreciate it, and I hope that you guys like what you hear. So, all right. So the inner world versus the outer world. Now, here's the deal. Okay, if if you want to live in abundance and live a life of love, light, truth, and just have like synchronicities happen, and just I mean the shock and awe when you start like doing this stuff for real, it's awesome. But so what the whole deal is that you have to make your inner world more real than your outer world. Okay? Or yeah, you have to make your inner world more real than your outer world. And okay, so it's like, all right, how do we do that? So basically, I'm just trying to keep it real simple. If you can fill if you could fill your heart with fill your heart with the feeling of your abundant future, and harness that with love and feeling grateful right here, like feeling it, okay, then then you're on your way. But the whole entire goal here is to live from your heart, okay? Because if you can walk around feeling grateful, like the feeling grateful. I mean, you're looking around and you're thankful, grateful. If you could fill it with love, patience, understanding, all that good stuff, then it, if your heart is filled up with that kind of emotion, then your thoughts are going to follow. Okay, because you can't have a heart filled with love, wholeness, feeling grateful, and be thinking and wondering and worrying and living in lack. It's impossible. It can't happen. So the the whole thing is try to live from your heart, okay? So what I try to do is this, okay? And look, let me just say this really quick. I'm no expert, okay? I just started this podcast because I've been into this kind of stuff for quite a few years now. And everybody that I see talking about it, like online and things like that, most of them are already like established, right? So I just wanted to start this as just a place where anybody could come. I mean, addiction, medical diseases, anything, and we could get through this together. And not only that, I wanted to show you that this works by saying, okay, here, like I did in, previous episodes before, like, back, I don't know, between 1 or 10, when I was telling you guys, like, okay, so here's the goal. This is what I want to manifest, yada, yada, yada. So I could show you and you could see it happening. Okay. All right. So when you're trying to create your inner world and we're stuck in this 3D reality and just constantly bombarded with stuff to jack our heart rate up, to get us in fear, to get us angry. I mean, people, places, things, everything, right? So what I try to do is I try to do like the 50-50 thing, okay? And here's the other thing, okay? You have to like you have to overload your mind with this stuff. You have to just constantly keep feeding your mind this positive stuff, because if what you repeat you become, okay? So I mean, for example, I'm just telling you guys what I do. Like, I wake up in the morning, I try and do at least 10 to 15, 25 if I can, if I get up early enough, 15 minutes to start my day, meditate, um, get those feelings in my heart, and then get going. And then by the time I get to work and I'm walking in the building, before we even start, I'm pulling a book out and I'm reading until we start. Until we start work, I'm reading. I'm reading positive, whatever it may be, just information, good information. Okay. And then on break, I'm doing the same thing. And then the following break, I'm doing the same thing. You have to feed your mind with this stuff because, I mean, if you don't, it's the constant conversation that you're having, right? The constant conversation of, oh, what about this? What about the, you can't be wondering and worrying. You can't be living in lack. You have to know. So um so the 50-50 is like basically you have to go through your day, right? You have responsibilities, you have to go to work, whatever. You have to interact with people. A lot of people aren't on a spiritual journey, or they say they are, but you know, by their actions, I guess it's just on Sunday or something. But I mean, so anything, you have to like be on guard and protect your awareness, protect your consciousness, and protect your energy. Okay. So the 50-50 thing is okay. So we have to go through our days, right? You have to do it. So interact, do what you have to do, but in your mind and in your heart, you are constantly feeding the feeling of love, grateful, joy, whatever good, positive feeling. Okay. And you're not letting anybody throw you off, nothing. Okay. And look, I I even have problems with this, right? I mean, you're dealing with people and stuff like that. So, like, for example, when I got back to work, I was like, all right, cool, yada, 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 hanging out with the boys. And then find out there's drama and stuff like this. And then I felt it. I was like, hold on a minute, man. I feel my heart rate getting up a little bit. I felt me kind of feeling some type of way, and I had to stop. I had to stop, break myself off, and remember that it doesn't matter, dude. It doesn't matter. I am walking and living in abundance with everything that I do, and that's it. I ain't worried about anything. Whatever's going on, whatever happened, whatever beef, yada, yada, yada. Hey, the universe will sort it out. Okay. So I just had to remember that. But thank God that I was conscious enough to recognize it. Okay. And that's kind of where you guys, or that's where you want to try and be. Because, I mean, are you going to go through every single day and not um have like a spike of fear, or maybe a little worry, or anger or something? Sure, absolutely, dude, you're human. Absolutely. But the catch is to not stay in it and not feed it and not repeat it and not, make it a loop. You know what I mean? Like, for example, I'm only saying this just because it's the only thing I can relate to. Like, the ah, I lost my train of thought again. Man, I hate when it happens. But anyway, the whole entire point is to get to a place where you could recognize this kind of stuff. And with the 50-50 thing, just keep feeding that grateful feeling, the love feeling, and play out in your head whatever, I mean, good thoughts are going to come if you're having if you're living from your heart anyway, and it's positive, right? Good thoughts are going to come anyway, but you want to be just thinking about, um your just keep playing the reel of your future is coming to you, and then you have to, like, you have to know it, okay? You have to know it. All right. So, inner world, outer world. The outer world is where we could get caught up, okay? So the whole thing is can you maintain a state of love and gratitude while thinking about your future and not letting the outer world throw you off track and then get you living in survival mode. Okay? And like I said, I understand it's not easy. It takes work. Everything takes work. But I mean, you're going to have to make a choice, dude, because do you want to keep living the same life, or do you want the life that you deserve, man? Because everybody deserves abundance. Yeah, that's everybody's birthright. Everybody deserves it. And there's enough for everybody. Um okay, so one thing that we have to do, I know I did episode 25 and then episode 25 plus, but in the plus we went over the chakras, right? And so if you're living and running on the outer world, you are living from the bottom three chakras, okay? And those are like, you know, uh, sex, ego, overeating, all that kind of bad stuff. So you want to get to living in your heart, okay? But I mean, you've been running on the program for so long that your chakras are kind of jammed up a little bit, right? And you have to get rid of all that stored garbage energy and get it out of you. Okay. So I know I've mentioned this guy before, but I just wanted to tell you guys about this because it's a good meditation. Okay. But Joe Dispenza, um, he's got a website. All you have to do is type in his name, and he's got a bunch, like tons of meditations that I mean, once you buy them, then all you have to do is go on to the website, and then you could play them there because it it sets you up with an account or whatever. So you just go to the website, play it, put in your headphones, and do your thing. All right. But he's got this one. It's called I think it's called the Blessing of the Energy Centers, and basically, um, what he does and what he says is, you when you're meditating, you want to, like, start from the bottom chakra and go up each one and kind of imagine the infinite space around each chakra, and then you kind of want to, here, I'm not going to explain it, but if you want to do this, it is a very good meditation thing. It's a guided meditation, and 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 it's right on the money, man, and it works, and it's very good, and all the other ones on there are very good too, dude. And it's just like with what we talked about in episode 25, right? With the Christ oil and becoming enlightened and anointed. That's the whole point with his stuff too. But I mean, he gets people in these like ballrooms and they meditate and I mean they monitor your brainwave, your heart wave, your blood. I mean, so it's the real deal, man. This stuff works, okay? I'm telling you. So if you want, I would highly suggest to check out Dr. Joe and his blessing of the energy centers. Okay. All right. So you have to avoid, so with the outer world, avoid living in the bottom three chakras. Okay. We want to live from our heart, at least for now. Um, okay. So avoid the lower three energy centers. Okay. You have to avoid any negative thoughts or feelings of lack and no responding to fear, anger, or anxiety. Okay. So basically, whatever you are trying to manifest for abundance, whenever whenever you're visualizing that, you just don't worry about don't think like, oh, it's not here yet, this, that, and the next thing. Just all you have to do is take whatever little actions that you could that you have to take, and then just sit back with ultimate confidence and watch the universe work its magic, dude. Because everything comes from you, everything. So I mean, if you want to change your life, your circumstances, whatever, it starts with yourself. No one is coming to save you but you. So I mean, you have to make the choice. It's really on you, okay? All right. So I mean, in conclusion with some of this stuff, so if you're new to this or even speaking to myself, okay, you have to break the program you've been running on. So that means you have to break all these beliefs that have been installed in you, everything. Just break it all, throw it all away, start new. Start new. Get to know yourself, figure out who you really are. Remember who you are. Remember how powerful you are. Remember that you are a creator. You've created everything thus far in your life. So if you want a better one and you want to live in abundance, then you have to start creating a new. Okay. And that takes time and it takes work. I've been saying, what kind of work does it take? It takes meditation, affirmations, learning new things, reading, writing your goals down. That's a big one, dude. Writing your goals down. You have to see it. See it. Okay? And why will we do all this? Why would we go through all this? Well, we would do it to send out a clear, coherent signal to the universe that we are vibrating and our frequency is love, light, grateful, truth, all that. Okay. So send a coherent signal out to the universe that okay, yeah, send a you have to send out a current or a coherent signal to the universe and collapse that reality and bring it to you so that you can manifest anything that you desire. Okay? Like I said before, everything you experience in this reality comes from you. So if you don't like the reality that you're living now, then change it. And it starts with you, right? Everything starts with you. Break the limits that have been put on you by yourself, by others, because you are more powerful than you can imagine. Okay? You are a creator and a fractal of source. Okay? I'm telling you, man, you have the power. All you have to do is start to believe in yourself, get to know yourself, sit by yourself, listen, get you know, get familiar with yourself. Um yeah, what's I'm pretty sure the definition of meditation is getting to know yourself. So, yeah. All right. So, okay. Whatever you commit to, dude. Okay? But you and it's going to be this. Either you're going to commit to nothing and be distracted by everything, or commit to this and just I mean, watch the awe. And you ain't even got to do all this stuff, okay? I mean, if you can just basically walk around with love and grateful and helping others any chance you get, and writing your goals down and just reading a little bit, taking a little bit time away from the screen and writing stuff down, dude, your life would change dramatically just with those little things. So yeah, I mean, it's up to us, man. It's up to you. No one's coming to save you but you. And you have to find that version of yourself that is confident, not ego, just confident, and can walk through life commanding their reality. And like when you get to this point, I mean, it happens instantaneously, but it takes a little bit of time to get down here to the third dimension. So I mean, just don't be discouraged. Keep going, man. I'm telling you, my life has gotten just drastically better because no matter what happens, I know that everything is going to work out for my greatest good. I know that for a fact. I know it. I know it for a fact. So, yeah. So I just wanted to come in here and, you know, get a episode in with you guys. I know it's been a few weeks. I apologize. I've been pretty busy at work. We're working 7/10s, and then with the graduation stuff, and then we got soccer and things like that. So I apologize. It just got away from me a little bit. It happens. But hopefully, I would say as long as I'm working 7/10s, I mean, I would say give me a week and a half between episodes, and I'll put some stuff up. All right. So, one last message: wake up every day and believe with certainty that you deserve the best that life has to offer, because you do. And, if you could walk around with a heart full of love and being grateful and helping others any chance you get, then you're on the right track, man. But I mean, no lack, no no worry, just you have to be confident. You have to be confident. And yeah, and like I said, I mean, I would start reading and things like this, okay? So thank you guys for hanging out with me. I appreciate it. If you like what you hear, if you could like it, subscribe, I would greatly appreciate it. If anybody knows anybody going through any medical stuff or anything like that, I haven't, I'm, I know I've mentioned this, but I mean, I'm just going to mention it again because we got a couple new people in here and stuff. So, but I mean, I've had 3 organ transplants plus a couple other surgeries. Dude, I've been through it all. Okay. Uh, I've seen the bad side of life and the good side of life, and the good is way better. And we we need a lot more love out there, and a lot more understanding, and a lot more patience. All right. So I hope everybody has a wonderful, prosperous, abundant week. Um, walk in abundance, man. Know it, and be confident. All right. And I will see you guys probably in about, I don't know, a week, maybe a week and a half or so. All right. Take it easy. I hope everybody stays safe and lives abundantly. All right. Till next time. Thanks, guys.